so it's dates ID. What is this? I will go back one step back and we will see what data was there. These are time scale, and below time scale what we have? Actual cost, earned value cost, planned cost, all these things. So we know that these are the units of cost. Okay, it could be labor units or it could be cost. So now we know what we need to name them. We need to name them distributed units. You can call them units, or you can call them anything. So the point is that you must write distributed, because distributed will tell us that data is distributed in time scale, so we will be using them oftenly in DAX language. So it is done. Or you can name any, but the name should be constant. Right now I'm putting it as a distributed unit or distributed data. You can also write so that you understand later. The same thing I'm going to do here. So the first step, I will repeat now very quickly. The first step, I need to remove the first row and make headers, promoted headers. Then I need to go into select the first column, by limit, delimit, split leftmost, remove, rename. Now I will select until this point, 5 of them, replace value, replace empty with null, simply small null. Now value is there, select all, same, and fill down, values fill down. Okay, then I'm going to select from the very first time scale until the last one and unpivot them. Same thing, this is my dates ID and this is my distribution units. So you need to make sure there is no space between them, although you can keep, but I avoid this always. So one thing which is remained here, we need to give all these data a specific characteristic. This is a text, it is a text, but this is not a text, so I will make it as a date. For that I will just go in here and put it date. So now it is on the right side. This is not anything but whole number, so I will make it whole number. So wherever there is no data, it will put nil, but otherwise there will be some data, so it will bring the data. See, all the values are there. And you never need to go and scroll down until last, because it's a useless thing. Power Query can accumulate to millions of rows, so it's useless to go down. So the same thing I will do here. Dates and whole number. These two things are done. We will check once what is the situation here. Okay, nothing special, so it is okay. Now remaining this part. Here we need to give the same things. First I will go and remove the first row, and we know that this process will be done every time by Power Query itself. We don't need to worry about that. Then I will do first row promoter. I will promote them. Then I need to remove that, the same thing, delimiter, leftmost, remove that, activity ID. Okay, so fact table tells me this is not a distributed data, so I don't need to worry about that. I just need to make sure that the quality of data is okay, and by means of quality I want to check if something is date, it should be date. Actual start, actual finish, baseline start, baseline finish. See, this start date, which is a current date, we know that whenever there is an actual data, so it writes A there. So we need to select these two, and I will go into replace value, space, capital A, replaced by nothing. So these two values will be now converted into date. I will bring it on the right side, date. Okay, this cost, we know that is a whole number. Okay, it should be treated as that, whole number. It is already whole number. Actual duration, original duration, remaining duration. Total float, fine. Project, it's ABC means text, no worries with that, even with the WBS name. And from here our activity codes are starting, so they should be text as well, because we do not need them in any calculation, so they are as a text. So this seems to be fine as well. So far what we have one dimension table, two dimension table, one fact table, two fact table. So now we want to make time scale as a fact table as well, because we know that time itself is a unique value. 1st January 2020 will never repeat again. It's repeated only once and then it will never come. The next 1st January will be 2021, then next will be 1st January 2022. So every day in 1 year is a primary key. It is not going to repeat. So that means we need to have a calendar which is definitely a factable, or because it has a unique values, and these unique values will be called as a primary key. So, and we need to make from a specific date, because we are bringing our project from P6. So whatever the start of the project and end of the project is there, we need to make a calendar between them. So we can make from here. I will prefer to use start this resource assignment, because there later I will explain you why, because we could do from distributed data as well, but I am doing from here. So what I'm going to do, there is a feature in Power Query, it's a reference. So there are few options to copy this same data. The 3 options are copy, duplicate and reference. Duplicate and copy are quite similar, but we are not doing that, because that means whatever happens next time to this area, it will not change to the next column. For example, if I make it duplicate, so if something change here, it will not change it, because you see here it is duplicated, all the data is here, means repeated here. So if you change your project, the activity IDs are changed, the data, these dates are changed, so nothing will happen here. But so we do not need that. So what we need to reference to that, because what we are saying to Power Query now, whatever user does at this point reflect the same changes to this point. So now you need to see the difference. This is this what is it? This is equal to this reference. That means whatever change happens here, it will come here. And the thing is that whatever the last step we have here for this part will be the first step here. So last step means this automatically all the data will be changed here accordingly, and it will give us any last step. It could be anything. So this last step will go in here, becomes the first step. So here what we need, I need here to delete everything apart from this, remove every other column. Why? Because I am making a table for calendar and I am making a unique date, because we know that we are dealing the data in the form of, you can say, weeks or in the form of months. So we want a unique data, we do not want repeated data. Why it is repeating right now? Let's say in 1 week you are having 15 activities, 15. So that means the same date will be repeated 15 times. Why? Because these are the activity IDs. So the date will repeat for this activity, it will repeat for this activity, for this activity. So that's why the same date is repeating X number of times. We do not want that. So what we did, we removed everything, and now we are going to remove the duplicates. So that means every date, whether it's a monthly date, weekly date, daily date, quarterly date, now it becomes a unique ID. So after removing duplicates, you see the data validation is also done, 100% valid, and nothing is like no error here. So next step, what we want, I want it to be sorted out in ascending order. So the first day of the project, first week of the project is on the top. So now it is sorted. So the next thing, we will go into the add, and we want to give an ID to each week or each month. It starts from 0. So these IDs are here. So if you have brought weekly data, so there will be weeks, because we brought weekly data, so 122 weeks in the project. If you brought monthly data, so it will be months, number of months here. So this data is also corrected here. So here we will do one thing, we will select this and we will make end of the month. From going into date, and start of the month can come, because once we are bringing the monthly data from P6, so it will definitely pick the first day of the month. So what we will do, end of the month. So now the end of the month is here. And end of the week, we will develop this in DAX, and there is a reason for that. Okay, so end of the month is also here. So far what we have done, now we have 3 fact tables because this is a fact table. So I am going to name it as dates ID, and we know that this is a unique because we remove duplicates. So this dates ID, resource ID and activities fact table, these 3 are our fact tables which have unique